He told me he needed space right after our third screaming match that week, so I packed my bags and left before he could change his mind, or maybe before I could beg him to stay. I didn't go far. His brother's place was closer than my parents', and when I showed up on his doorstep with mascara-streaked cheeks and a suitcase, he just opened his arms. I spent the first night on his couch, pretending I could sleep, but by morning he was sitting next to me, closer than I expected, saying he'd always wished things could be different. That's when he dropped it. He'd loved me first, before his brother ever did, and he'd never said a word because he didn't want to hurt anyone. But now he was done pretending. Maybe I should have pushed him away, but the ache of rejection and the warmth of his hand on my knee blurred the lines. One thing led to another, and suddenly I was kissing him, desperate for someone to want me, to choose me for once. The guilt came later, in waves that crashed every time I looked at him in the daylight. 2 days later, my ex showed up unannounced, looking haunted. He said he'd made a mistake, that he wanted me back, that the space was just a stupid way to get us to stop fighting. I almost laughed in his face. His brother was in the bedroom, listening to every word. When my ex begged me to come home, I hesitated, torn between the comfort of the familiar and the thrill of the forbidden. That's when his brother stepped out and said there was something we both needed to know, the real reason for the fights, the distance, all of it. He looked me dead in the eyes and said I wasn't the only one who'd been cheated on. My ex had been sleeping with my best friend for months, and his brother, who'd loved me all along, had stayed silent to protect me, hoping I'd find out another way. The worst part? I wasn't sure if I was more devastated by the betrayal, or by the relief that I didn't have to choose between them anymore.